Yo, you already know who it is, man. I'm Baby Gas,
And I'm Mrs.Traphours.
and you listening to and watching Saying What You Want podcast. Yo, you already know who it is, man. It's Baby Gas,
And I'm Mrs.Traphours.
and you are tuned in to the Saying What You Want podcast. We're not going to say it.
No, we're not.
Nah, we're not. 'Cause every time we say, for the last few times we've been saying we're back, then we go ghost.
Right.
But long story short, we have been put a pause on the podcast for many good reasons. And it just happens to be that we are officially back.
Yes.
And this time back for good. We got a new camera we playing with, you know what I mean? We've upped the quality for you guys. Just in case you didn't know, first few seasons, shot with an iPhone.
And they did pretty good, by the way.
They did. Obviously, they got us here. So, Apple, if you watching and you want to send us some, we need the iPhone 15s.
Yes,
You know what I
please
mean?
and thank you.
For our other angles. So, bless us with some. All right, so look. For one, we just wanted to talk first and foremost about what we've been having going on, right? So, can we get a round of applause for our 1 year anniversary of actually being married?
Yes.
And we actually got the buttons we're going to start playing with now, so. Yeah, y'all hear it. Got the little fake crowd in the background and shit.
Cheering us on. Yay.
Cheering us on, our only supporters. Nah, look, that was big, obviously. Year passed so fast.
That was so fast.
I feel like we just did the podcast episode of us being in the back area of the house, talking about our wedding
Yep.
and the double horny.
Oh my gosh, the double horny.
That was I'm over here using.
I'm like, is that my baby shirt?
Hey, when I'm sweating, anything could become a rag.
He's using my baby shirt, you guys.
All right, so look, we obviously just celebrated not only my birthday, but our first year anniversary of being married, right? So that was big for us. We went to TJ. We went to Mexico, first and foremost.
That was really fun.
We went to Mexicali. We went to TJ, Rosarito. You know what I mean? We went to a couple places. How'd you feel about that trip?
I loved
First time
it.
in Mexico. You're not Mexican,
No.
but obviously you love you a little Mexican. You know what I mean?
Shut
So-
up.
How'd you like being in Mexico, considering the fact that although you're not from there, we're always eating Mexican food. We're always around the Mexican culture. So how did it feel being there for you?
It was actually really dope. I enjoyed it a lot. The food hit different. It was fire. Absolutely loved it.
What was your favorite food you ate out there?
I think it was the birria.
The birria?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was so good.
that was fire.
Yes.
And we was like damn near on the sidewalk in the middle of the street. You know what I mean?
literally like on a corner. It was like a corner street.
And I remember one of the things that stood out, right? They were like, it's good that she's not like super picky, because we were out there obviously in the street eating birria. There was flies all over. We was trying to knock them off, make sure they didn't get on our food. So, obviously you coming from where you come from, and, obviously we don't come from the same backgrounds. I guess it is dope, that you're not so fucking picky or bougie. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And, you know how to blend in pretty good. Although you was sweating like a motherfucker. When we
I
went
was sweating.
When we went to Mexicali,
It was hot over there.
it was hot. for
Hot,
no
like
reason.
too hot.
That shit was hot for no reason. It felt like Texas, or it felt like we was in a valley. Shit felt like the 209 out there.
I was hella sweaty. My back.
That's hella
My
funny because
armpits.
she was like, we were riding in like this SUV thing, right? That had like 3 rows, and she was all the way in the back row, and it was like, "You good back there?" And she's like, "Yeah,
I'm fine.
I'm fine."
Nothing. As my daughter says, nothing.
Yeah, she was like, "No, I'm good." I turned around. I think I like pulled out my phone to do like a story post or something, and I seen you over there sweating.
Yeah, I'm like wiping the sweat. Like it was like I was drenched.
That's
It was
kinda
hot.
That's kind of how I feel right now. Or I don't know if it's always that when the spotlights come on, I feel
Yeah.
like heck of sweaty. But
It did kind of remind me of when the first time I went to El Salvador with my mom.
really,
Yes.
what reminds you, like the
heat.
heat?
The heat. But I
So the
just
Mexicali
remember-
trip,
Yeah.
because when we went to TJ and Rosarito,
The weather was better over
yeah, it
there.
was better for sure.
But I'll never forget the day I hopped off that plane into El Salvador. I immediately started crying. I'm like, it's hot. I felt like I couldn't breathe. I'm like, oh my God. But yeah.
And that's what for the people, I don't know if we talked about this or not, but that's where you learn how to speak Spanish, huh? Was living in El Salvador. Well, technically, you were on vacation, and it turned to like a little bit of a living situation.
Yeah, see what had happened was my mom had convinced my dad to let me go, and my dad's like, sure, I would love for her to meet, the other side of her family over there. So he let me go. The trip was only supposed to be 2 weeks. Okay. My mom had me there for over a month.
Damn.
She kept like extending the trip, and then one day I'll never forget, I was talking to my dad on the phone when I was out there, and he's like, oh yeah, you fly home tomorrow. And I'm like, nah, I'm not coming home tomorrow. My dad's like, put your mom on the phone.
Huh.
And
Man, real shit. That's why. See, that's why. That I feel like that's also why you be getting those parents that be like, nah, you're not taking my kid out of the country.
Yeah, you give him a hand, they take the whole arm.
Yeah, but it was solid enough of your dad to even like put you first and accept the fact that hey, this is my daughter that's gonna be getting this experience of going to, a home country, the one half of her, because you have Salvadorian. So for you to be at such a young age and to go see what that life is like, because sometimes I feel like we rap being Mexican, living in the U.S., rap being Salvadoran or whatever your culture is, and some people ain't never been to the motherland. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I feel like it helps a lot going out there and really seeing how the Mexican people that live in Mexico live. You know what I mean? Like, what's our real roots look like? You know what I mean? People wake up early in the morning grinding. I mean, you saw when we went to Mexico. I mean, I think we crossed the border like 7, 8 in the morning, and the whole city was on go mode already.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I definitely, that was definitely dope of your dad to do. And that's hella funny that you ended up staying there a little longer. So, while you was out there, you obviously had people talking to you straight Spanish.
Yeah, so like and I think I picked it up so fast because I was so young. I was 6, and they say when you're younger, you kind of pick up other languages faster. So at first, I went from just looking at them like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying, to I'm talking back. We're having conversations. I'm like, okay.
And what was your favorite food when you was there in El Salvador? I know it was a while ago, but what was the first thing? What was the favorite thing you ate?
I think for me it was the mangoes, but the green ones.
Oh, the little baby mangoes.
I had never had them here in the States. I only had them over there, and that stuck with me. Like I ate that nonstop.
Damn.
With the chile on it and everything.
Yeah,
oh my
for
gosh.
sure. And when you go to them places, everything just tastes better. Like you can have the same ass mangoes that we have right here.
Right.
A mango tastes different there than it does over here. You know what I mean? So I feel you on that one. So Mexico kind of reminded you of that like little experience from when you was a kid, huh? And to me, I think it was dope because I hadn't been to Mexico since around like 2010 when I lived out there. I think we talked about this already. Me living in Parral, Chihuahua, and shit, and it was just the structures, the houses, the vibe, the surroundings. Everybody's just so they greeting you. And what you said that you noticed that they do hella honking in Mexico?
Yes, they were honking up a storm. Because, here, like, if you hear, like, a honk, normally it's like, get the fuck out the way or you almost hit me.
Yeah.
Over there, it's either get the fuck out the way or, hey, what's up? Or how you doing?
Yeah.
It's just honk, honk, honk.
Yep.
I'm like, God damn.
Yep, we take advantage of the features.
Yeah.
Everybody out here, I think out here people are like you say, it's just programmed. Like you honk at somebody, like you got me fucked up. I'm like, gonna bounce out. Especially if it be them long honks. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know how it is. And it's annoying. You know what I mean? For, like I said, if you're not in that environment, over there, obviously, you hear somebody honk, stick your head out, make sure it ain't one of your people honking outside your crib for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's dope, man. I'm glad we got to go and experience that.
Me too.
It was a dope-ass trip. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. I for sure came back with chorro, though.
Oh yeah, me too.
I had
It
diarrhea.
was bad.
It was eating everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Drinking everything.
I wasn't turning down nothing. I was gonna try it.
Nah, as you should though. As you should. I mean, I think the more that we start traveling to these different countries and we try the shit that they eat on a regular basis, obviously the way that they make their things are a lot different. You know, the resources that they have are a lot different. So we might just bump into something that tastes hella fire, but we will pay the price on the back end.
Oh, we paid the price on the back end.
Yeah. Right. So I mean, that was dope. It was definitely a very needed getaway. You know, we
Oh, and the what was the agua frescas that we drank? The
agua de plátano.
yes,
Yeah, that.
I had never had that before.
Yeah,
That flavor was
that was definitely fire.
fire.
That was definitely fire.
I had to
Agua de
mention that.
plátano was fire. Agua de fruta. They had all type of exotic agua frescas over there. That was definitely good. Um, and obviously, you know, we was on Rosarito Beach and shit like that. We was getting turned up. I was off the Mai Tais and shit like that. You know what I mean? I don't know why I just fell in love with that fucking drink.
Ever since Hawaii, man.
I was just toasted. It was a very smooth transition. The rum was pretty good. You know, and fucking few drinks later, I'm on the fucking beach watching people play volleyball. Turned as fuck.
That was tight.
So it's definitely one of my favorite drinks right now when it comes to mixed drinks is the Mai Tai. All right, so look, I really want to talk about the whole like getaway though. You know, obviously there's a lot of parents that watch us, you know what I mean, or people just that just work 24/7. But the reason I say parents is because most of the time we put others in front of us,
Right.
right? And that's kind of the situation that you have to deal with when you're a parent. You got responsibilities, things come in effect. So for us, just working constantly day after day, you know, Monday through Sunday, catering to responsibilities and to the kids and making sure that we're there for the little ones. But I think that when you get, you know, when we get away and it's just me and you know, it's just like a much necessary trip, a reset, you know, kind of like leave for 2, 3 days and come back fully motivated to do shit. You know what I mean?
I
And
think you need that. You need that break sometimes.
man, sometimes need it more often. You know what I mean?
I know, but you know, even though like it can't happen as often as we would like, just those short trips and you know, they really do help.
Mm.
We be having so much going on that
And you know, the reason I even brought up that topic is because a lot of our listeners, our viewers, even my followers on Instagram, they're always talking about like, "Yo, that looks dope. Where's that at? Would be dope to go." Um, we just want to let it be known, like a lot of these trips, for the ones that have taken them before and you travel, you know, regularly, cool. You should already know to get down. But for the people that are looking from the outside, looking in, thinking like, damn, that looks dope, but that shit must cost a lot. You know, you got single parents. You got people that are just plain on struggling, barely making it. I know we're in a fucked up time in the
Yeah.
economy right now, but these getaways, they don't always got to be no expensive ass fucking getaways. You know what I mean? That's one thing about us. Like the older that I get,
we cheap.
yeah, exactly. We cheap, but you know, not cheap in the sense of like, you know, for example, the hotels. I'm old now. I ain't staying in nothing like nothing lower than like a 3, 4 star hotel. You know what
Oh
I mean?
yeah, I need a comfortable
Like it
bed.
gotta be comfortable bed.
Not
you
worried
know,
about bed bugs.
might not be the whole cleanest. I know the hotel system is like another conversation. But if you come prepared, your own pillowcases,
Right.
your own shit like that, you know what I mean? It could be very comfortable. Customer service is A1. Everything's a lot more private. You know, so when it comes to shit like that, like where I lay my head at, of course, I'll pay a pretty penny. But in the sense of like, do we really need to do this? Do we really need to do that? I think that there's a way to go around it to where you can spend the minimal possible and still make the trip happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just kind of like how, you know, you see them families. I see it on TikTok lately. You know, like we're going to Disneyland and they'll be like 10 deep and they're packing hella sandwiches. They're packing like tortas in there. You feel
Hell
me?
yeah.
Pack them up, go in there. The typical person will probably like count like all the shit that they're gonna have to buy at Disneyland, and it makes shit like twice as expensive, so they don't take the trip. Man, man, be cheap. If that's gonna make you be able to do the things you want to do,
Shit, I
you
seen
know,
a new
simplify yourself.
on TikTok. They had like a new wagon, like you know the wagons that you like put your kids in,
Oh yeah,
and like underneath there was like a compartment for like an ice chest. You could put like your drinks, your food. It was tight.
it was tight. But even the people that don't have kids that small though, you know what I mean? You might have just straight teenagers. You might have kids that don't gotta go in no wagons. You know what I mean? The point is it ain't gotta be an arm and a leg.
Right.
You know, and we're like a prime example for us. When we was in Mexico, like we went and did all the shit that we went to do, and we didn't even spend that much. You know what I mean? Like I said, we don't ever really go to like these type of places or environments and try to blow a whole check, especially when all our everyday consists of like investing, you know what I mean, multiplying what we got going to the next level. You know, when you're in the line of business that we're in the line of, it ain't really no too much blowing. You know, the a check or you know we spent all our years of blowing money. I think we can agree on that one.
Definitely.
But it isn't like your typical. You know, when my 9 to 5 partners spend a check, they know they gotta go. They're gonna go back in tomorrow. They're gonna get paid again on Friday. You know, we're more like the realtors. You know what I mean? We stretching our bread until we sell another house type shit.
Right.
So it ain't always greener on this side. You know, if you know the business, you know the business, you know what we mean, you know, you kind of understand how we got to, you know, flex our money and shit. So when we taking these trips, you know, we got responsibilities, bills and shit too. You ain't got to break yourself, man, because then you come back from the trip, then you're bouncing back. You know, we
Right.
try to, and we've done that plenty of times. But I think now we've got it down to where we could take a trip and that ain't gonna hurt us.
Even down to like the souvenirs. Like we get cute little souvenirs. Like for us, we get like shot glasses.
Yeah.
We love to get shot glasses.
My mom put me on that. My mom used to do all the shot glasses growing up. She had like over 100 just in a little glass case.
It's nice though. Each shot glass is like a different memory, you know.
Facts. That's definitely the good thing about those is they will always be using them.
Yeah.
Always taking shots and shit. But yeah, that is just it's just much needed. I think any couple out there, you know, especially if you have kids and you're constantly working and you're constantly busy, it's needed. Go out and get yourself away. You know what I mean? It ain't got to be far. You ain't got to leave to another country.
Right.
You can fucking pack yourself. Go camping. Go to Yosemite or something. You know what I mean? Pay for
Yosemite's beautiful too.
pay for your gas. You know what I mean? And get there. You know. Before we continue though, obviously, we want to talk about and shout out Mudville Clothing.
Yeah.
Obviously, the dope ass merch that we got on right now. You got like an orange shade. I got a green shade. You know what I mean? I definitely would have liked that color too. Mudville, tap in with me. But
And I definitely would have liked that color.
yeah, exactly.
Actually, I think I do have that color.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Damn, do I have that color? No,
I don't
maybe
think
not.
so.
Maybe not. They gave me like some windbreakers and shit too. That was dope as fuck. The whole collection is dope as fuck. You know, when they gave us the merch, there was a lot of stuff that I had to be like, all right, this is what I'm gonna wear for the podcast because the rest of the shit is tight. You know what I mean? I just might
Yeah.
wear it this weekend. So, you know, shout out to Mudville. Very comfortable too. Like, you know, just the
Yeah,
fit-
the insides of them are like really soft.
just the feeling of the whole sweater, man. A lot of quality in it. You know, sometimes people send us some shit. It's a little itchy. You know
Yeah,
what I
a
mean?
little rough.
Yeah, not to talk shit, you know what I mean? But just as like constructive criticism, having our own clothing line and stuff like that, we know and we can tell when people put time and quality into their merch, you know what I mean? So it's definitely dope to see brands like this. And they are out of the 219 area, you know what I mean? And I'm sure that they ship anywhere that you can ship to. So we'll put their info on the screen, Instagram, website, all of that. Mudville Clothing, man. Send us another care package. The clothing was fucking dope. And also, while we're talking about care packages, we're going to make sure that we come up with a P.O. box. Been having a lot of people reach out.
Yes.
Where can we send you stuff, products, services, whatever it is? Where can we mail you something? And I'm just so like, I don't know. The whole mailing thing, I ain't really got too much shit mailed to me. I feel like I'm more like fast-paced modern times.
Right.
Like, you know, but I'll get a P.O. box, all right? I'll get us a P.O. box. You guys will be able to send us what you want. Send Mrs.Traphours what you want for everybody in my DMs asking about it. And then let's go ahead and do some of these topics that we got on file.
Okay.
All right, so
Take a look.
check this out. Obviously, don't forget, make sure that if you're a listener, you're a watcher, whatever you consider yourself, make sure you always send us a DM. Send us questions if you got them. You know, some you may want an opinion on. You know, we'll keep you anonymous. We don't really ever put people on blast as far as who asked the questions.
Yeah.
Although we would love to hear it in the comments if that's something that you guys would like. Would you like us to mention who asked this question? You know what I mean? I think we could give you guys the option to either do both. You know what I mean? If you want to mention, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to be mentioned for this question, cool. If you don't, cool. For the most part, as of right now, we don't ever really put nobody's name out there. But we got a couple questions that people have asked us. And let's get into these topics right quick, right? So it says, would you ever be down, right? And I'm assuming they asked us this because they know the type of relationships we in.
Okay.
Would you ever be down to fuck with somebody that one of us has fucked with before? Like, have like a polygamy relationship, threesome, with somebody that one of us has fucked with before. So maybe like one of your fucking, maybe one of your exes you got a girl on the top of your head, like, well, me and her left cool. I feel like Gas would have liked her. I feel like Gas, me and her could be, you know what I mean? Am I going somewhere with this conversation? The question was a little like blank, so I'm trying to make something of it because it said like, would you guys ever fuck with somebody that one of you guys have fucked with before?
I think it would depend on the history with that person.
As
like
far as,
what type
somebody
of,
that I fucked with before?
either of us.
Okay.
Like, what was the history with this person? How deep was it, or how non-deep was it?
Okay. So if it was deep, like let's say for you, one of your like past situations, if it was deep with this girl, you ain't no going back?
No, I feel like it's like a respect thing. Like, why would I bring somebody like that into a threesome? Like, we had some deep history.
I don't know. I think like for me, it's just different when we talking about women. You know what I mean? It ain't like we talk about like an ex nigga or anything like that. You know what I mean? I feel like when it comes to women, it's just slightly different. It's not, at least me, personal opinion, I don't take it as disrespectful. You know what I mean? So, like, if it was somebody, hey, you might have, because I don't think I've seen your lineup of female exes. You know what I mean?
Well, because I never really had exes.
Oh, so they were just entanglements.
Entanglements, yeah.
See, I don't think I've seen many of those either. I would love to see what your taste is like for real when I wasn't around.
Shit, my taste was, I was still figuring shit out. My taste was all over the place.
What that mean? Sound like you fucked with some bitches you might be ashamed of.
No, I'm not ashamed of nobody.
Nah?
No.
Like, not, maybe that was the wrong word, but maybe like people that you wouldn't like, nah, for sure in today's time.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
I definitely have one of those. Like, in today's time, no.
Nah, you wouldn't have got it.
Not happening, no.
Really? And what was the first time you ate some pussy though? Have I asked you that? I don't think I've asked you that.
Like the first time trying.
Yeah, the first time trying. The first time you put your tongue on some coochie.
It was probably about 17.
17? Oh, that's not that bad. That's not that bad.
Yeah.
17 is not that bad. What were you, like a senior high school?
Mm-hmm.
How did it come about? She popped it out on you?
Just kind of,
Eat my shit.
No.
No?
It wasn't like that.
Oh, nah.
It's, no. No, it's just like drinking, One thing led to another. You start with the kissing first.
Really? And was it something like y'all was just drinking to the neck?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I thought it was like, we all drinking. I want to eat you out.
No, it definitely wasn't that. No. Where the fuck you come up with these things?
Oh, no, shit. When you drinking, anything is possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, all right, so you was 17 and you put your mouth on some coochie for the first time.
That was when I realized if I was like really gay or not. Or like bisexual.
So what you think of the whole process? Like, after y'all was all said and done, did you think to yourself like, man, I ate some coochie?
Well, in my mind, I felt like I could do this again.
Okay.
But better.
But better.
But better. Because obviously, like, first time, you know what I mean? It was like, I was so young, don't really have enough sexual experience as it is. So I was like, you know,
Nah,
like let me see how
not
it tastes first.
not the classical Yoshi. No, that just a quick little lick and shit.
You know, you gotta test it out first. Like,
Damn.
okay.
Oh, okay, but all right. So let me ask you this: the first time that you put your mouth on some coochie, was it the first time that somebody that a girl ate your coochie?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
definitely like,
All right. So you got best of both worlds right there and there. You was giving and receiving. Oh shit! Whoever you are out there. If you're watching, because sometimes people from back in the day be watching our podcast. If you out there, girl,
oh my God, please do not come forward.
come forward. I would love to meet the first coochie you put your tongue. Ah, shit.
Oh my God.
Damn. And well, do you know where that person is at today?
No,
Nah.
I don't.
And considering the fact that your situations were more like entanglements, when it came to women rather than like relationships, do you feel like any of them left off on bad terms?
No, I don't think so.
Nah.
No.
So going back to what this person asked, would you be able to go back and fuck with one of those people again and bring your nigga along?
Yeah, I think so.
Curious. I'm curious to meet these people, and I'm just curious. I'll be curious to know what they look like. You know what I mean? Because I know, like, when me and you be fucking with somebody, it's obviously like you come to an agreement. You know what I mean? I'm just curious
My
to know.
taste has changed so much since.
And you were
then,
younger back
though.
then.
I
Didn't
was
you grow up on
so
like rock?
young. Yeah, I
You
love
was
rock.
Eating rock or coochie?
Oh my gosh.
Nah. Tonight's gonna be the last night. Nah.
No.
I'll fall for you.
Oh my gosh, no.
I mean, what was your type? I'm like curious.
I didn't really have a type. It was more of a like if I vibed with you or if I didn't.
And do you feel like you're still like that today?
Yeah.
I feel like you're still like that today.
I am. It's really a vibe thing for me. Like I can't say like I just like one specific type because I don't. I mean, I do love some thick women. That I know for sure, but
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to like trying anything
I feel
else.
like you gotta just be beautiful. You know what I mean? For me to even vibe on a certain level. That's just my personal opinion. I know looks ain't everything to everybody. You know what I mean? But you gotta be. It's the face for me. I don't know. You know what I mean?
See, and for me, it's like for me to really vibe with you, it's way past the looks. You could be, there's been bitches that like throw themselves like at us all the time, like fire bodies, BBLs. They got like the whole, you know what I mean? They got the whole fucking package, but it still that doesn't mean that arouses me though. To where
Really?
like,
So as a woman, would you choose somebody who wasn't good looking, but you vibe with them? Would you fuck them before you fuck somebody that was bad and didn't really vibe?
yeah.
Really? Okay. Damn. I guess for me, like in a situation like this, considering that I already got my partner, well, I'm already married and shit like that. Like it. If I had to choose between the two, of course I would love the one that is good looking and you vibe with, right? Of course.
Yeah, of course. That'd be a win-win.
Yeah, that's a win-win. But if I had to choose one or the other, I'm definitely choosing the bad one.
See, for me, I need the vibe for the comfort.
And I think that proves my point when we always talking about like when a woman fucks with somebody, it's always somewhat of feelings involved. You know what I mean? Like how do I feel around you? The vibe, you know what I mean? But us as dudes, like shit, if you attractive physically, it's over.
See, that's
what I
not
mean?
enough.
And maybe like of course if we're talking relationship wise, yeah, of course, you know what I mean? Like you ain't got to be the baddest, somebody that I know I can be around, be comfortable around, constantly be around, you know what I mean, and not like get annoyed or anything. Like yeah, I see where that becomes a factor, but in terms of just like an entanglement, like just fucking around, nah. I need that pretty face looking at me. I'm gonna keep it real.
See, but yeah, I still
Do
need.
you think
I
it
still
is-
need a little more. I
Do
still
you
need
think
the
it
vibe.
is that because you like dudes Did any of your past like female entanglements did they like resemble guys?
Only one.
Was like a
The one, when we talked about like in today's time, it'd be like a no. Only one.
was it like a stud?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. And how was that? Considering that you like both worlds, that was like a little Hannah Montana, best of both worlds, right?
Not the Hannah Montana best of both worlds. For me personally, I mean, I tried it, but I mean, I guess like for me, like when it comes to girls, I like girly girls. You know what I mean? Like a girl.
You ever got hit with a strap on?
Yeah. And it wasn't it.
Hey, I don't know why I just randomly asked that right now, but
I don't know why either. I'm like, I don't even know how to answer this question. Like, why are we talking about this?
that shit was just came randomly to my mind right now, and I don't know why it was just funny when you like, yeah, why you didn't like it? The stroke wasn't right or what?
It could have been that. It was. It's just I don't know how to fucking explain how deep you want to get into this.
Hey, that shit fucked her mind up. She wasn't even
It
thinking.
did. I wasn't,
She
but
damn near forgot about that moment. I guess now my only question left for that subject right there, the whole strap-on thing, was did it match her skin color?
no, it definitely did not. I forgot what color it
What was
was.
it?
It was like a bright color.
Oh, it wasn't.
It wasn't like a realistic looking.
Oh, okay, okay.
one.
It was like one of them, like, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like blue shit, like
Yeah,
that.
it was like
Okay.
some type of off color like
Okay,
that.
I would have thought they'd have got a little more realistic, nah.
I mean, they do have those.
Nah, but I'm saying like anybody. Like I feel it like if you using it on yourself, right? You get yourself a little pretty one, whatever you want it to be. But if you whipping that thing out on somebody else,
See, and I think that's what was awkward for me.
what was it?
It's like it's not a smooth transition. Like, like
yeah,
a
yeah.
guy can just pull it out. It's like a whole little gotta pull it out and buckle up.
Oh, they buckled up.
Yeah, you gotta like attach it to yourself.
Hold on. I mean, I would have thought like
I mean, I don't know how many. Like, I don't know if there's different kinds out there. So don't come for me for the people that use strap-ons. But
hold on. I don't know why I just thought that like maybe her coming to the situation, she already had that thing on, and it just came out the zipper or something.
No, it definitely wasn't on.
So it was like a whole saddle. You gotta.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta
strap
like
it up.
put it on first, and I'm not sure if it was me that made it awkward because of the fact like this is I've never been in this position. For one, I've never used any type of vibrators, dildo, so I already was just like, what's going on? I don't know why you brought that up. I really would like to forget about that.
Hey, so you didn't help with the buckling process?
No, I didn't help with the buckling process.
Man, I'd have thought. I don't know. I need to hear from y'all out there, man. And okay, this is good. This is getting good right here. Hold on, because we diving deep into the other side of Mrs.Traphours right here that even I ain't dove into. Now, was it one of the girly ones that you fucked with that pulled this strap on?
I would consider them more of a stem.
Okay.
Which means it's like a half and half. Like dress like a boy, still had long hair, but like still did mascara and stuff like that with the face.
Okay, that's what you call those?
Yeah.
Okay, stem. Okay, for sure. I've seen those too. Like I've seen women that kind of dress a little more like so they dress like a little more tomboyish.
Right.
Still do the girly shit on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, those are the ones that y'all get turned out real quick. You know what I mean? Don't come around me. I'm like Kodak Black. You a woman. But I wouldn't do no young M.A. or young Ma, whatever her name was. Kodak Black said he'd hit that. I'm like, nah, I couldn't. Not that far. I seen old girl had like a mustache and shit. But I've definitely seen like some tomboyish girls that I'm like, man,
And I don't want no studs coming for us on the show, okay? It's just preference of what you like.
Nah.
Mine
I
was
mean,
not.
shit. To each his own. You know, I'm just saying, like, you know, at least for me, first and foremost, that situation was just hella funny. So for y'all out there that be with the strap-ons, because you know we talked to Heaven Marina, she like, man, I strap that thing on. That stroke game, right?
Yeah,
know,
see? But that's coming from a pro.
From
you
a
know what I
pro.
mean? I was scared. Like, what the fuck going on? Like, I
Okay.
didn't know how to receive
So
this
you weren't aware of
strap-on.
this about to come out?
No, it was like in the moment.
Oh shit.
So I'm just kind of like, okay, you know, I like went with it, but then like it got awkward to where I was like, this isn't working.
That's funny. That's definitely funny. I'm definitely curious. I would love to meet these people. I don't know why. I could just picture you in such an awkward situation.
I was.
Now, did you ever think of like pass me that motherfucker now? Let me do my thing.
No, I feel like I would have no stroke game.
Nah.
No, I would need to reach out to Heaven. Show me how to use this motherfucker, because I wouldn't even know where to start.
Fuck. Hey, that's funny as fuck, bruh.
But we don't need that in our relationship because you got the stroke.
Yeah. No, I get that. It's just like, you know, obviously the reason I asked that is because, you know, I'm just curious. Like, you know, we be fucking around. You know, we obviously we both like women. But I'm curious as to like what your experimental journey was like.
And
you know,
see, and for
as,
me,
like,
that was a very awkward question for me right now, because I feel like that's like talking about something sexual I had with somebody else.
I get it.
So I don't like to be disrespectful. That's why I was like, you kind of caught me off guard. Like, you really want to talk about this right
Hey,
now?
no, I get you, and I definitely respect that. I totally respect that. You feel me? But I also think like, hey, this is saying what you want. You know,
True.
I thought this shit at the moment, and that shit just came out. I don't know why I asked the whole. You got hit with a strap on, but that shit.
I'm curious on how my face looked when you asked that question, because you really threw me the fuck off right now.
Hey.
I didn't even know if it was okay to still answer the question.
Hey, that shit was definitely something for the listeners. You know what I mean? Just give them something to talk about right quick. Look, before I answer this next question though, is you know, we just want to let you guys know that I know a lot of people are reaching out to us in regards of the merch, Trap Hours merch. You know, so we're proud to announce that we are coming back with the website fully relaunched. You also working on your personal website. You know,
Yes, I'm
talk to
really
them about that a little bit.
excited. Coming in October. For those that follow me, you know, I have these two like cartoon characters that I've been trying to develop, and that's kind of like my main thing right now. And I'm big on the horns in Halo, so that's kind of a big thing that's going to be happening with my line. So I'm pretty excited about it.
Okay, that's cool then. Y'all stay tuned for that. TrapHours.com coming back real soon. We'll let you guys know when it launches. In the meantime, you can go on there, type in TrapHours.com, subscribe to our newsletter, be the first ones to know when the shit goes back up, because we are going to be doing exclusive drops, exclusive pieces. So y'all stay tuned for that. I'm excited too, because that's one of our babies that been holding us down since 2013. So considering that it's the 10-year anniversary for the Trap Hours merch, for Trap Hours in general, I'm excited. You know what I mean? Definitely excited to bring that back, man, and bigger and better for everything. So dope shit on that. Also, don't forget, if you're a listener, please drop a comment, drop a rating, drop a review on our Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast. If you watch our show on YouTube, please make sure to subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed. If you're already subscribed, drop a comment, drop a like, hit the share button, share it with a partner or two if you get a little kick out of our episodes. And yeah, let's get back to it. So somebody wanted to know, you know, when you guys are in a relationship with a woman, can two of you fuck around while the other one is not present?
As of right now, that's not how our relationship works. We don't. It has to be all together.
Why do you think that is? I'm gonna answer myself first.
Okay.
I think for me, I'm just naturally jealous. You You know what I mean? Like there's certain things that I can't fully like swallow all the way. You know what I mean? Like, and that's like one of those things that I just can't really like take in correctly. I'm like, it's a little funny. I ain't present. I
Yeah.
ain't around. You know what I mean? And I guess like when you're in a relationship with a bisexual person, you know, you got to take into consideration that this person likes women too, and we've had a conversation about this on the podcast. This individual that I'm in a relationship with also likes women. So just as much as somebody can stab you in the back with a dude, they can stab you in the back with a woman. You know what I mean? So that's like one of the things, kind of like a guard that I like kind of keep up. I got obviously do better. And I know for sure we ain't even got to talk about that. You just jealous in general. You know what I mean? Like, what's funny about this situation is that, like, everybody always wants to ask, like, how do you guys do it? Like, how'd you do it? People ask me, like, bro, you and your girl be doing crazy shit. No, my girl be having me do crazy shit.
What?
That's the
That is not true.
that is the fucking truth, and that's the biggest difference
No,
of
it
my
is
situation
not.
compared to others. Nah, for real, you sign me up for certain shit that you open the doors to. You know what I mean? So when people ask me like, damn, bro, how'd you convince your girl? Nigga, she did the convincing. Like, she had to persuade me. Nah, not even persuade me. Just threw it out there.
Definitely didn't have to persuade your ass at all.
But you opened my mind, though. You know what I mean? I'm a very open-minded person. And considering the fact that I knew you like women, obviously when that came to the table, it was automatic. Hey, I like girls. You like girls. We could have fun. All this shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think we talked about this situation here on the podcast before, maybe around like season 1.
Yeah, it comes with its challenges, though.
It comes with its challenges. I'll never forget the time that you got all pissed off because you came back into the room and I was in bed with somebody else when that's exactly how you left me. You know what I mean? Like,
I know, but let's not forget, yes, I got mad at first because remember, we're experiencing all this for the first time.
correct.
So I
But-
didn't
but-
just start tripping.
But you signed me up for this.
Well, I had never saw you cuddle up with somebody else before, but I did leave. I walked out the room. I think I had went back on like the balcony or something, and I took a moment to process, well, why are you upset? And then once I got my thoughts together and I checked myself, you saw I came right back in bed like nothing.
Yeah, but see, fellas, there's a
I had
chance.
to figure out what I was feeling.
Fellas, there's a chance that you could be getting set up. I felt like I was set up. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I was definitely set up. Like, you brought me into a situation, and when I was in there, I didn't know how to, like, you talking about the first time that you did shit. I'll never forget the first time that I hit somebody in front of you. First time I popped a bitch in front of her, I was just looking at her like, are you sure this is okay? You know what I mean? Are
Yeah.
you sure? Because it's about to go down. Are you?
It went down for sure.
No, it definitely went down. But at the moment, you know what I mean? I think we like even made eye contact. Well, I'm like, like, it's good. You know what I mean? And you're like,
Run it.
it was.
Let's do this.
It was a little cinematic. You know what I mean? It was a little.
Yeah.
At the moment, it was a little cinematic, and I just had to make sure I wasn't like getting set up. But then I'm just like, all right, say less. I guess like when I saw you in the moment, I'm like, this shit is real. What the fuck? Oh, this shit real right now. And like just the whole situation. And back to answer that question, from my point of view. I think it's more like a conversation. I'm already open-minded as it is. You already got me this far. You know what I mean? So I think like certain things, it's just me about understanding. And I could sense when somebody's solid, when somebody's sneaky. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, I think for me, that's what it is. It's like the unknown because you're not there to witness what's going on. How is it going on? You know what I mean? It's like
But then when you think about it, how more can it go on that it already went on?
I don't know. That's the thing. It gets like my wheels turning. Like, are they fucking or are they making love? What the fuck going on?
I'm gonna tell you right now. No, we fucking. You know what I mean? We fucking for sure. You feel me? With some crazy ass soundtrack in the background or something. Is that a thing? Like, am I the only one that I don't know about me. I think it's the fact that I just like white noise or background noise in general. Like, is it weird that nigga likes background music? I don't know. I feel like when
I
you
like it. I feel like it
it,
creates a nice
it ain't
vibe.
even gotta be a background music. It could be the TV. It could be like Netflix or something. I don't give a
Oh,
fuck.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I just feel like, and maybe because you get older and shit. You know what I mean? When obviously when you're younger, you don't give a fuck. You pop it in the car, anywhere. You know what I mean? You ain't missing your opportunity because it might not come again. You know, you young, you hiding from shit. But when you get older, that's my own motherfucking space. You know what I mean? Blast some music. And we ain't talking about like no slow jazz. I don't give a fuck what it is.
No.
You right, you might I might pop some shit to myself. You know what I mean? Slapping 30 on me in the background, hitting 30 pumps. You know what I mean? Like,
Damn, okay.
hey, only make it to like 15.
Stupid.
Hey, but look, to the people that's been reaching out, a lot of people been tapping in. They obviously were requesting a lot more episodes with me and you, just me and you. We want to let the people know that we are coming with that. We'll make sure that we include a lot of episodes with just me and Mrs. Trap Hours, but we also want to get back to our guests. So look forward to all the guests that we got coming out. A lot of dope people that are going to be on our podcast. And personally, a lot of people that I feel like you guys just going to personally enjoy, us like picking their brain and shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Another thing too that I wanted to get a response from the people, the viewers, the listeners, is how would you guys feel about like me and Mrs. Trap Hours having like a little segment where it's just like one of us interviewing other people? You know what I mean? Like I got a lot of people that
Ooh.
I feel like we could do a segment where I interview a set amount of people, and then you got your own segment where you're interviewing. Maybe you want to invite some girls over and pick their brain and shit like that on certain topics that we wouldn't necessarily touch on this podcast.
Okay.
So a lot of people, a lot of people are watching. A lot of people like the content. Sometimes they feel like, man, y'all ain't dropping fast enough.
I know.
I want to watch this
know.
shit every day.
I'm sorry, guys.
So, in order for us to be able to drop a little more, how would you guys feel about that? Drop a comment. Let us know what you think. Give your opinion on it. I don't know why I just want to hit this button, but
He's loving these buttons, you guys.
I feel like I'm on Oprah or like Jerry Springer and shit. And give it up for the father. Nigga coming out and shit. Yeah, that's definitely a cool button. Expect a lot more sounds coming from us. But yeah, let us know in the comments what you guys think about that, man.
Or
What's the
even
time go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, or even like combos, like maybe we could do like 30-minute segments on like something specific. Like bedroom talk. Maybe they want like some deeper stuff like on that, but like we'll make the whole podcast about that for 30 minutes,
Damn, so fucking become the new fucking lip service and shit.
Shit, I don't know about lip service, but
They be going crazy. Shout out Angela Yee and them, man, doing their thing. But yeah, I definitely feel you on that. We just open. We open and giving the people the content they want to hear, they want to see. So, drop a comment or two. Same thing with the audio. Maybe our audio subscribers can do receive a little something extra just because it's a lot easier than doing the whole video and shit.
right.
So we'll keep you guys on the loop. What's our time here?
We're at 48 minutes.
We have 48 minutes, man. We got about like 5 minutes left before we cut this because we are back for real this time. And I see you're drinking your tea. Everybody knows you on social media for posting your tea message.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a message today?
I did. Let me read it. The brightness of your being is generated from within. That was beautiful.
That was fucking deep.
It was. And I love these teas, you guys. Like, it does give me the positive energy that I need because it's called positive energy, and it's
like
a
tea bag
tangerine
tea
flavor.
bag?
Yeah. What?
Huh? Like the tea?
Yes, I like the tea.
Okay. I'm just...
I was feeling like you said something else.
Nah, I don't really like tea, though. I'm a coffee person. I definitely been getting into coffee a lot more lately. You know what I mean? So lately I've been on my Starbucks.
You've definitely been getting me on the coffee too, though.
White hot mocha, no foam, no whip. I was hella picky coming up to the window and shit. I remember before I even started here in Starbucks, I didn't know what the fuck to order. Now motherfucker got complicated ass orders and shit, real specific. You know what I mean? Yeah, let me get a latte or a frappe with a flat lid. That'd be all complicated in there and shit. Nah, man, I'm glad to be back though. Definitely glad to be back. I'm excited for a
Me
lot of the
too.
shit that's coming out. I'm excited for our guest. I know we got episodes. We got our first episode coming with a couple. You know what I mean?
I'm excited for that.
I know that a lot of people enjoy watching us because we're a couple. A lot of couples watch us. They kind of have the debates live at home while we're having them on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I know people enjoy that shit, but I don't think we've ever brought a couple on board to where we could kind of hear the he said, she said point of view. And I'm fucking curious, but I'm also like, we gonna start problems.
We gotta get the viewers to like send in hella like question requests, and we could just put them in a bucket and just start pulling them.
Hey, look, this is what the people want. Let me see. Yeah, you're right. We should do that.
That'd be
Because I feel
dope.
like the shit that I'm about to ask, it might be a fight on the way home. Like,
Damn.
it's saying with your whole podcast, man. Somebody got to ask it. Somebody got to ask it.
But I don't want to cause a fight.
Babe, come on now. You be trying to play it safe. Fuck playing it safe. You gotta just what you thinking, you gotta say it. That's what I be doing. How you think we got into the fucking strap on conversation?
I can't believe you did me like that, by the way.
Shit, I'm doing you like that all season. All season. The way you be coming out with left field ass conversations.
What would you do? We're having a threesome. A girl just pulled out a strap on.
I don't know. It ain't gonna be pretty.
No.
It ain't gonna be pretty. I'll be like, hold on, what the fuck? A DJ scratch in the background, you feel me? It's definitely gonna be
Kill
like
the whole mood or what?
a whole mood. Like, what the fuck? Especially if it's one of them skin colored ones. It's going up, bitch. What you thought this was? Like, what kind of situation you thought this was? Hell nah. It ain't. Nah, for sure.
Not happening.
Nah, so just anybody out there that's ever thinking about it. Nah.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Trust me, don't do it. I just, I feel like somebody can read the room. You know what I mean? And you ain't gonna have time to reach for no motherfucking strap on too. What you gonna go to the backpack, pull out the saddle and shit? Like, nah. You know what's hella crazy though? I got a fucking cramp in my fucking leg. Like, damn near want to fucking get up right now. Hold on.
Yeah.
Need some water.
You got some water right there.
I've been drinking water the whole show and shit. Shit's all fucking gonna stress me out, man. Shit is hurting. But yeah, okay, it's going away a little bit. Thought it was over with. You ever had one of them cramps in the middle of the night that woke your ass up?
Yes, and it's irritating as fuck.
I be walking around the room, they be all crazy and shit. But yeah, I mean, I think that's it for episode 1. You know, I wanted to just let the people know how we coming now, what we doing differently. We are working on a podcast studio.
Yes.
I mean, I know we do a lot of shit from home, but we got a lot of guests that we deal with. A lot of the times it's easier for people to come to us. So, for us to put no excuses as to why we couldn't interview somebody, we have been working on the podcast studio. So, the same with you on podcast studio, the first one of many, at least, is on its way and will be here very soon. So, expect to see a lot of our guest podcasts in the set studio, and we look forward to pimping that shit out. You know what I mean? So we're gonna do we're gonna do the PO box, gonna do all that little crazy shit so people can send us cool shit, paintings or something to put on the wall. I'm excited. I'm definitely excited to get back to it. Anything else before we leave?
No, I'm gonna save everything else for episode 2.
You just blank, huh? Fucking mind just.
You fucked me up with the strap-on
Still
thing.
think about that strap on, huh? That must have been a hell of a towel. You still thinking about that motherfucker?
It had a name and all.
No.
Yes.
The strap on had.
It had a name.
The strap on had a name.
But that's all the time we got, you guys.
Hey, nah, hold the fuck on. Hold the fuck on. The clock is still good. The shit
We
had
got
a name.
to go. It did have a name.
Oh, bruh. You enjoyed that motherfucker more than you made it seem like on this podcast.
No, that
Talk about
motherfucker
that
didn't make it.
That shit had a name. Bet you remember the name.
I remember the name, and yeah.
Can't. Are we gonna be able to get it out here on the podcast?
No.
Nah.
No.
We can't. Did it have like a real name, a stripper name? You ever
No, it wasn't a stripper
a
name.
strap on with a stripper name? That'd be new. Diamond.
No, it definitely wasn't
Nah.
that.
Okay, for sure. Damn. Well, I guess we'll hear about it on. Before you leave.
Yes.
Remember how we was talking about like a couple episodes back? We was talking about like, have you ever thought about fucking one of my friends? You know what I mean? And then you was like, there was a potential friend that it was possible that it happened to. Somebody is just trying to figure out if we've talked about that yet. I don't know what friend it is. Can you let the people know right quick?
Let them know what?
Let them know what friend you was talking about.
I'm not letting nobody know what friend that was.
Yeah, look, we try to get to the bottom of something. I'm asking for a friend.
Well, tell your friend no.
I'm asking for a listener.
No.
Have I been around her?
We need to close this out. Let's go.
Ask my motherfucking question. You know, we try to get to the bottom of something.
Well, I only have so many friends, so
trying to see
obviously you
something.
have.
All right, and how tall is she? How tall is she?
Close out the show.
All right. We're gonna talk about this episode too because I'm trying to see something. All right, you already know what it is, man. It's Baby Gas,
And Mrs. Traphours.
and you are tuned in to the Saying What